This is Maverick, and he is a male Harris hawk, just 2 years old. This is about the 4th, maybe 5th time I've actually picked him up, handled him, since I got him last night. We needed another Harris hawk because they really are very useful birds. We've got lots of work on throughout the year, especially throughout the summer season. Lots of flying experiences, flying shows, school visits, that kind of thing. And the Harris hawk is such an intelligent bird and also so very reliable, therefore compared to other hawks, really a fantastic bird to have in the team. And Roland, our 5-year-old Harris hawk, has been very busy recently, so we're going to get this one trained up flying free hopefully very soon. Now, I'm going to do a series of videos on Maverick here. It might be useful for you if you're thinking of getting yourself a Harris hawk and you're learning what you need to do and the right practices, etc. But it's also hopefully just a really interesting series of videos to show you how we train the bird. So when I bought the bird, I did a few checks when I came to see him. I checked under the feet, made sure there was no signs of bumblefoot. I had a look at his eyes, his feather quality. He's pretty good. He's got some new tails coming through there. He's a little bit damp because he's been in the water really long. It's been a sunny day. His beak is fine. It's a little bit close to needing a cope. That's a little file down, a little trim off the end, which we'll do quite soon. And the first thing when we get any new bird, it's a case of making sure that bird understands that I'm a good person for that bird, that I'm going to treat it well, feed it lots of food, and give it a good life. He will get flying free 5 or 6 days a week once we've trained him up. And he kind of comes pre-trained. This isn't like buying a 3-month-old parent-reared hawk that's never been handled by a person and needs to be manned and trained in that respect. He's almost good to go. We're going to still do the usual practices. And the first thing to do is make sure that he understands I'm going to feed him well. So in the box here, I've got some quail. I prepared a nice chunk of quail here, and I'll see if he'd like to eat it on the glove here, on the fist as it were. But he's got hold of it straight away there, so I don't think we're going to have a problem. Here we go, removing some of the feathers on there. The feathers provide fibre. They don't want too much of it. They do want some, but not too much, so sometimes they remove some of that dry feather first, so they've got just the right amount they want to eat. And this is fantastic. It just shows how good he's going to be, the fact that day one, he doesn't know me at all yet, but yeah, he's happy to sit there on my hand eating that food. That's because he's been well manned, flown in the past, well worked. He used to be a pest control bird, but due to the less work the particular pre-owner had, he didn't need this hawk anymore. And when it comes to buying birds, especially ones that aren't brand new, young ones that you're hand rearing, you've got to consider, why is that bird being sold? No one ever sells a really good bird, and he gave a pretty good reason for this one. So far, I'm really, really pleased. Quail like this is really rich in protein and fibre and vitamins, including vitamin E, and it's a fantastic food source. It tastes really good as well, from what I can tell from the bird's reaction. So what we'll do is spend a couple of weeks feeding him really well, keeping his weight at about £1.9 pound, which is for him kind of semi-fat weight. His flying weight will be a little bit less than that. I normally would fatten a bird right up to work out what its actual flying weight would be and kind of get a ratio from that high weight. But with him, we're going to keep him about 1.9 and know that he'll probably fly at about £1.8, £1.7.5, we're not sure. We'll do some experiments. When we first fly him, it'll be on a crayons, but hopefully not for too long. Before we know it, we'll have him flying free, probably within a couple of weeks. So the date today, it is the 17th of June 2022. Let's see what the date is when I actually first fly him free. Maverick, that name was suggested by Nick, one of the team members. I think it really suits him. They're an American bird of prey, and Maverick, it just sounds kind of cool. He's a slightly small male, I'm not sure if you can tell from there. Slightly smaller than the average male. You can hear Roland in the back there. He's had his food. He's in the aviary behind me, and I think he wants some of this quail, but he's doing a school visit tomorrow. If I overfeed him, he won't be flying very well at the school. So I'll let Maverick enjoy the rest of this meal here. Keep an eye on the channel and on this particular playlist for more videos featuring Maverick the Harris hawk.